she declared. "My useless sister is moving in, and you're going to help take care of her." I responded, "Then I'm moving out." I packed my things and left. The rent bill, now entirely her responsibility, has her in a panic. I, a 29-year-old man, left the apartment I shared with my girlfriend, Emma, 27, 3 days ago. We'd been together for 4 years, cohabiting for 2. I thought we were on track for marriage. Turns out, we had very different plans for the future. Tuesday evening, I get home from work. Emma's on the couch with this odd grin, the kind people have when they're about to spring something on you and expect you to just accept it. "So, Qley's struggling?" she begins. Qley's her 24-year-old sister. "Okay," I say, unpacking my work bag, not fully tuned in yet. She got fired again. This is job number 6 in 2 years. Qley's got a routine, gets hired, does fine for a month, then starts skipping shifts, showing up late and slacking off. Gets sacked. Repeat. That's rough, I say, because what else is there to say? So, I told her she can live with us. I stop dead, turn around. You told her what? She needs support. She's family. Emma, we live in a 1-bedroom apartment. She can crash on the couch until she's back on her feet. Problem is, Qley doesn't get back on her feet. She lands on others' feet and stays there. She lived with their parents until they downsized and didn't give her their new address until they'd settled in. For how long? I ask. A few months. And you're going to help cover her costs until she finds a job. Not we, not can we, just you're going to. No, I'm not. Excuse me? I'm not supporting your sister. If she moves in, I'm out. Emma laughs, actually laughs. You're joking. Completely serious. You didn't discuss bringing another adult into our 1-bedroom apartment, an adult who's jobless and has no plans to work. She's trying. Name one job she's held for more than 3 months. Silence. She's moving in this weekend, Emma says, like it's final. Then I'm leaving this weekend. Where would you even go? My friend Jake's been looking for a roommate. His place is a 2-bedroom. Imagine that. She didn't believe me. Kept saying I was overreacting, that I'd calm down. Even as I packed on Wednesday, she thought I was faking it. Thursday morning, I loaded my car with my stuff, everything. Everything I'd paid for, the TV, the coffee maker, the good cookware, the router, even the shower curtain because I bought it. Emma came home Thursday night to a half-empty apartment. What the hell? Where's the TV? I took my stuff. Our stuff. No, my stuff. Check the receipts. They're in my email. That's when it sank in. Really sank in. See, the lease is in her name only. When we moved in, she insisted on being the sole name on the lease to boost her credit. Fine by me then. Less responsibility. I just sent her my half of the rent via PayPal each month. You can't leave me with the full rent. You made a unilateral decision about our home. I made one about mine. It's $2,100 a month. I can't afford that alone. Good thing Qley's there to pitch in. Her face. She knew Qley wouldn't pay a cent. This is crazy. You're ending our relationship over this? You ended it when you decided your sister was moving in without asking me. I left that night, stayed at Jake's. His apartment was mine starting Friday. His previous roommate had already left, so I could take over the lease immediately. Friday afternoon, the texts began. Please come back. We can work this out. You're being ridiculous. Qley's not even here yet. How am I supposed to pay rent? I didn't reply. She made her choice. I made mine. Saturday, Qley showed up with 3 suitcases, no job, no money, but plenty of demands. That's when things got wild. Update 1. The entitlement is unreal, folks. I knew Qley was a mess, but this is next level. Jake's been great, letting me settle in. His place is solid. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, in-unit laundry, and it's $300 cheaper than what I paid at Emma's. My share's $900 compared to $1,050 before. Jake's cool, cleans up after himself, and, get this, has a job. Crazy, right? But here's what's going down at the old apartment. Emma called Sunday night, furious, crying. Qley ate all the food. She's been here one day and went through a week's worth of groceries. I told her to replace it, and she said she's broke. Sounds like a roommate issue. This is your fault. How is your sister eating your food my fault? If you were still here, she'd be eating my food too. Hard pass. It gets better. Monday, I get a text from Emma's mom, Diane. What you did to Emma is shameful. She chose her sister over our relationship. I respected her choice. Family comes first. Then family can pay her rent. You know we can't afford that. Neither can I. That's why I got my own place. Silence after that. Tuesday, Emma sends a screenshot of her bank account. $342. Rent's due in 3 weeks. I need you to help with rent this month. I'll pay you back. With what? I'll figure it out. Like Qley figured out her last 6 jobs? She called me selfish, cruel, everything in the book. I just kept saying no. Wednesday, Qley texted me. Qley, who I've barely spoken to in 4 years. You're being so immature about this. I'm not in this. I got out. Emma says you took stuff that was both of yours. I took what I paid for. Some of that would help us now, like the TV. Best Buy's got a sale. I don't have money for a TV. Then get a job. I'm trying. The job market's brutal. Jake's company is hiring. Want the link? What kind of job? Customer service? $18 an hour, benefits. Dealing with people all day? Pass, there it is. Not a bad job market, just I don't want to work. Thursday, things escalated. Emma showed up at Jake's. Jake answered, legend that he is. Told her I wasn't interested in talking and asked her to leave. She yelled that I owed her, that we'd been together 4 years, that I couldn't abandon her. Jake, bless him, said, ma'am, you chose your sister over him. Choices have consequences. Leave, or I'll call the police. She left, screaming I was a coward for not facing her. Friday morning, my old landlord called. Emma tried to get me added back to the lease to force me to pay half the rent. He told her that's not how leases work. You can't add someone who doesn't live there. He also warned her that if she couldn't pay, eviction proceedings would start. No exceptions. She asked about breaking the lease. Sure, for a $4,200 fee, 2 months' rent. She doesn't have $4,200. She barely has $420. The best part? Qley, ever helpful, has been posting online about her mental health journey and healing at Emma's place. Photos of her lounging on the couch, Emma's couch at least, watching Netflix on Emma's laptop, eating takeout. Emma commented on one. Must be nice. I'm working doubles for rent. Qley deleted it and posted about toxic people dimming her vibe. I'm in my new, bigger room, paying less, with a drama-free roommate, wondering how I dealt with Emma's family nonsense for so long. Rent's due in 2 weeks. Let's see how this plays out. Update 2. Rent was due yesterday. Spoiler, it didn't go well. But first, the lead-up, because the entitlement hit new peaks. Emma tried everything. Applied for a payday loan, denied for low income, tried for a credit card, rejected for existing debt, even started a GoFundMe titled, Help a Young Woman Avoid Homelessness After Betrayal. It raised $45, all from her aunt. Meanwhile, Qley's living large. I know because Emma's friend Tara, one of the good ones who always called out Qley's nonsense, filled me in. Tara sent screenshots from Qley's private Instagram. Qley's ordering DoorDash twice daily on Emma's credit card. Starbucks, smoothies, snacks, $60 to $80 a day. Emma's pulling double shifts at the dental clinic while Qley's racking up bills. But here's the kicker. Qley's been having guys over. Different ones. While Emma's working, neighbors complained about daytime noise, music, voices, and other activities. Tara says Emma's too exhausted to notice Qley's washing sheets daily. 3 days before rent was due, Emma made a desperate move. She called my mom. My mom. Mom called me, baffled. Why's your ex asking me for $2,000? She's short on rent. Why's that my problem? It's not. That's why you left. Exactly. Tell her to buzz off. But Emma didn't stop. She called my sister, my high school buddy, even my boss. My boss hung up on her. Then Thursday, Qley claimed she got a job. Guess where? Nowhere. Because she didn't. She told Emma she was hired at a boutique, even dressed up and left the apartment for 3 days. Turns out, she was just chilling at the mall food court, on her phone for hours. Tara spotted her and told Emma, who called the boutique to surprise Qley with lunch. They'd never heard of her. The fight was legendary. Tara heard it from 2 floors down. Emma finally snapped, telling Qley to contribute or get out. Qley's reply? You can't evict me. I have tenant rights. She'd Googled tenant law. Wrong move. Emma called their parents, said Qley had 24 hours or she'd report her for credit card fraud from the DoorDash spree. Their parents drove 3 hours to get her. Their dad was livid, not at Emma, at Qley. They'd thought Qley had a marketing job lined up when she moved in, per her lies. Yesterday was rent day. Emma scraped together $1,400 from her paycheck and selling jewelry. She's $700 short. She texted me, I've got most of it. Can you cover $700? I'll pay you back. No. I got rid of Qley. Good for you. This is cruel. 4 years together and you threw it away. You threw it away for someone who faked a job to mooch off you. I didn't know she was lying. You knew she was jobless when you invited her. You knew her history. You chose this. The landlord posted a pay or quit notice. She has 3 days to pay or eviction starts. But wait. Those guys Qley brought over? One left a gift, bed bugs. Neighbors reported bugs, and management traced it to Emma's unit. Treatment cost, $1,500. Emma's now $700 short on rent, facing $1,500 in pest control fees with maxed-out credit cards from Qley's DoorDash binge and an eviction notice. Last night, she sent a voice message, sobbing. Defeated sobs. I just wanted to help my sister. I didn't think it'd end like this. I felt bad for 3 seconds, then remembered her saying, You're going to help support her. Not asking. Telling. Jake and I are throwing a housewarming this weekend. Posted a Snapchat of my new 65-inch 4K TV. Great deal. Petty? Maybe. Satisfying? Definitely. Tara says Emma's moving back with her parents. The apartment's getting evicted. Her credit's tanked. Qley's posting about needing a new place because family's toxic. 4 years, and Emma threw it away by refusing to discuss a major decision. Now she's 27, back home, credit ruined, and Qley's hunting for her next mark. I'm paying $900 for a bigger room, better place, no drama, and peace of mind. Best $900 ever spent. Final update. This is probably my last update because the situation resolved itself in the most karmic way. Emma got evicted. It's official, on her record. She couldn't cover rent or the bedbug fee. The landlord started proceedings and she didn't fight it, just packed and left. Tara gave me the final scoop. When Emma told her parents about the eviction, they said she could move home, but only her, not Qley. They were done enabling Qley's antics. Diane, their mom, said, We raised you both once. We're not doing it again. Qley needed a new scheme and found one. One of the guys she brought over, Mike, seemed like a solid guy with a good job. Qley convinced him she was fleeing an abusive situation and needed a place. He let her move in. It lasted a week. He came home early to find Qley had moved her friend Stacy in without asking. They were high on his couch, had ordered food on his credit card, she'd memorized the numbers, and Stacy's boyfriend was showering in Mike's bathroom. Mike kicked them out and filed a police report for credit card fraud. Qley tried the tenant rights excuse again. Doesn't work when you've been there under 30 days and committed fraud. She's now couch surfing, burning bridges fast. Last I heard, she was pitching some guy on Discord to let her move in, across state lines. Emma's still at the dental clinic but picked up a second job at Walmart to rebuild her savings. Living in her old bedroom at 27, her credit score dropped 150 points from the eviction and maxed cards. It'll take years to fix. She emailed me last week, not asking for money or reconciliation, just apologizing. I get it now. I see what everyone warned me about with Qley. I ruined our relationship and my life for someone who only cares about herself. I don't expect forgiveness. I'm sorry for not listening, for not respecting you enough to talk it over. I'm sorry for everything. I didn't reply. There's nothing to say. Some lessons hit hard. The funniest part? Their parents contacted me via Tara. They thanked me for standing firm, something they wish they'd done years ago. My leaving was the wake-up call they needed about Qley. They've all cut her off. Diane said, "We made excuses for her too long. You refusing to enable her showed us we were part of the problem." Plot twist. Remember Jake's company hiring for customer service, the job Qley scoffed at? I told a girl from my gym, Sarah, about it. She applied, got hired, and we've been chatting. She sends me memes about awful roommates. Oddly healing. We're taking it slow, but it's nice being with someone who's got her act together. Her own place, car, job. When I had a cold last week, she dropped off soup and tissues without me asking, leaving them at my door to avoid getting sick herself. Basic kindness. Turns out, it's not hard to find when you stop settling. The ultimate irony? The apartment Emma and I shared? It's re-rented to a nice older couple who work from home and can actually afford it because, shocker, they both contribute. Tara said Emma cried seeing them move in. I won't pretend I don't feel a twinge for Emma. 4 years is a long time, and she wasn't a bad person, just spineless with her family. But she chose Qley over our partnership, chose enabling over collaboration, chose to make decisions about our life without me. Now she's living with the fallout, literally, in her parents' house, probably until she's 30, given her credit and savings. I'm thriving. Better apartment, more cash, no drama, and something promising with Sarah. When someone says you're going to support their deadbeat relative, just say no. Best decision I ever made was trusting my instincts and walking away. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge, it's refusing to play along with bad choices and letting reality handle the rest. Peace out, folks. Thanks for following this bizarre saga. If someone tries to rope you into supporting their freeloading family, just leave. It's that